What's up, everybody? The time has finally come. The day is upon us where we battle the champion of Pokemon Radical Red Hardcore Mode. The champion is, of course, the final boss of this game, and getting through the Elite Four was hard enough, so I can only imagine what the champion's got in store for us. But before we get to the battle, just want to say a couple of things. I was originally going to write a script for this part, but I never write scripts, so we're going to stick to the old speaking from the heart here. So just want to give a big thanks and shout out to all you guys who've been watching from the beginning. When I first started making videos, I was so scared that nobody was going to watch them and it was going to be a big waste of time, but starting to upload content to YouTube has been so much fun, and having a bunch of loyal supporters join along the way and kind of join me on this journey through these multiple games now at this point. And Radical Red specifically has been a fun one. It's been a really good ride, and I want to thank you guys for coming along with me. Also, we are approaching a huge milestone for this channel, and that is 1,000 subscribers. And I know to a lot of bigger YouTubers that doesn't sound like much, but to me, it's something that I never would have imagined that I'd be able to grow a channel with such a loyal supporter base to get to 1,000 subscribers. So again, it just means a lot, and I'm looking forward to the future of this channel. But that's enough chit chat for now. I always get so excited for these final boss battles, and without further ado, it's time to battle the champion of Radical Red. And of course, the champion in this game is our eternal rival Gucci, aka Gary, but he's gonna lead with the Kyogre. We send out Wobbuffet. And this isn't just ordinary Kyogre, of course, it's primal Kyogre. Insane lead from our rival here. It has a huge base stat total, massive special attack stat, and it's also going to set up the permanent heavy rain, which will last the entire battle. But here we go, turn one. Wobbuffet's going to have to tank a huge attack here. Kyogre goes for the Origin Pulse, which is going to be boosted by the rain even further. And again, Kyogre's massive special attack stat. Wobbuffet doesn't type resist or anything. We're just going to hope that we're able to tank the attack, and Wobbuffet holds on just 24 HP. Wobbuffet's plus special defense nature coming in so clutch in this moment. We survive on just enough HP to get off the Mirror Coat, and this is going to be enough to one-shot the Primal Kyogre. And Wobbuffet, for the most part, is kind of like a get-out-of-jail-free card. If there's one Pokemon the opponent has that you can't get by, as long as it's not like a Dark type or anything, Wobbuffet can usually take it down for the one-for-one trade. But other than that Citrus Berry heals we got is not going to be enough to take on any more Pokemon. Speaking of more Pokemon, the champion sends out Walking Wake next, who will outspeed, go for the Draco Barrage, and Wobbuffet just does not have enough HP left to survive, and unfortunately Wobbuffet goes down. But this is fine. We really just needed Wobbuffet to take care of that Primal Kyogre. That was Wobbuffet's main job, and now that we see what the opponent's got in the field next, we can send in a Pokemon accordingly that has a good type match. Now, Walking Wake is a Dragon Water type, which is an insanely good defensive type combo. So we don't have much that's going to be able to deal with this. We bring out Dragonite, and we've got to hope for the best. Walking Wake outspeeds, and this is not good because Dragonite and Walking Wake are super effective against each other. We get hit with the Draco Barrage. We have Multiscale, which is going to reduce the damage a little bit, but he gets the critical hit anyways, and we still manage to survive on just 35 HP. But that's all we need, because one Outrage is all it's going to take. The Outrage connects, it's super effective, and Walking Wake goes down. And even getting critted there by a super effective Draco Barrage, Dragonite tanked it like a boss. Absolutely clutch, has been such an MVP through this entire Radical Red run. But the champion is not letting up. He sends out the god of all Pokemon himself, Arceus, who gets off the extreme speed, doesn't even give us a chance to attack, as we were locked into Outrage. There is nothing we can do there, and unfortunately, Dragonite goes down. Now, this Arceus is really scary. He can set up with Swords Dance, and if he gets at least one or two of those off, it's GG. So we've got to handle this right. Dragonite fell to the extreme speed, but at least Arceus did not set up Swords Dance. So that puts us in a decent position to get Melmetal onto the field safe. And here it is. We knew it was coming. Arceus is going to start setting up Swords Dance. We've got to take care of this thing before it gets out of control. We go for the double Iron Bash, and Melmetal hits like a truck. It's not going to be enough to take him out on this turn, but with each hit, we just chip it away little by little at Arceus' health and actually get him down fairly low into the yellow. And we're actually in a good spot here. This Arceus, especially boosted with Swords Dance now, he also has a Z move, but it is a normal type Z move. It seems that his only attacking moves are normal and ghost type. So we get hit with the Shadow Claw even at +2. Melmetal shrugs it off like it's nothing. We retaliate with the double Iron Bash and finished off the Arceus. And that Arceus is insanely dangerous. We were just lucky that a lot of this battle is dependent on the order that the opponent sends the Pokemon out in, and we were just lucky that we had Melmetal alive to deal with that Arceus, because none of our other teammates would have been able to. But Arceus isn't the only threat on the opponent's team. We see the Swampert come out next, and of course, it's gonna Mega Evolve. Mega Swampert is an absolute monster, hits like a truck, and it's got Swift Swim, so we know it's gonna attack first every time. He goes for the Stab Earthquake. It's super effective against Melmetal, and as high as our defense stat is, we somehow managed to survive. Now Melmetal's only got one attack left in him. We've got to make it count. We go for the superpower. It deals about a third of his health, but any chip damage at all is good chip damage. Melmetal getting in that extra credit after defeating the Arceus. We are going to go down to the Earthquake here, but that's fine. Melmetal did his job and then some, and that way we get a clean switch into our Pokemon who's more equipped to deal with this Swampert, and Melmetal takes an honorable fall. Now, this is a risky situation because we absolutely need Alakazam for later. So we're going to have to get through this Swampert without taking any damage if possible. But with Mega Alakazam, it definitely is possible. If the champion can use Mega Evolutions, then so can we. We're going to Mega Evolve into Mega Alakazam, and despite having Swift Swim, Mega Swampert is actually still slower than Mega Alakazam. We get off the super effective energy ball, and Swampert goes down to the 4x super effective attack. By the way, guys, if you like what you see, remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel to see more content like this. Now with Swampert out of the way, we see Necrozma Dawn Wings come out next. Now this is a tricky situation. We usually use King Gambit to deal with Necrozma, and we still need Alakazam for the champion's last Pokemon. So here, it's a tough decision. Do we switch to King Gambit or stay in? Now, King Gambit Sucker Punch usually one-shots Ultra Necrozma. Even after it Ultra Evolves, it loses its 4x weakness to Dark, but we don't want to lose our momentum here. We're going to risk it, and Alakazam's putting the team on his back. We go for the Shadow Ball. Now, Ultra Necrozma also loses its 4x weakness to Ghost. It is now a Dragon Psychic type, and 2x super effective damage just isn't enough to one-shot. Necrozma retaliates with the Earthquake, and this is going to hit hard. This is exactly what I was afraid of, but Mega Alakazam putting the team on his back holds on just 54 HP. Now we are faster. We're able to get off a second Shadow Ball, and Ultra Necrozma goes down. Now we're counting on Alakazam to take us home, but the champion still got one final Pokemon left in store for us, and it's the strongest Pokemon yet. As we see, the Eternatus come out last. But this isn't just Eternatus, no. This is Eternamax Eternatus. And this is exactly what we needed to save Alakazam for. And this thing just has absolutely insane base stats, so we're gonna have to hit him hard. We outspeed and attack first with the Psychic. It's super effective, and we need to deal as much damage here as possible with the little amount of health left that Alakazam has. We deal big damage, but it's not enough to one-shot, and this opportunity may be all that the champion needs to turn this battle around. Eternatus attacks next with Draco Barrage, and Alakazam goes down. Now, we still have 2 Pokemon left versus the champion's 1, but this is still not good. Both of our Pokemon are not a good type matchup here. But we need to figure out a way to capitalize on the damage that Alakazam was able to get off before Eternatus is able to recover. In our final Gambit, we bring out the anchor of the team, King Gambit. We're gonna Sucker Punch, but it fails, and it looks like Eternatus does go for the recover. And this is a huge misplay. We might have just thrown the game here. Now that Eternatus has recovered so much HP, I just don't know if King Gambit's gonna be able to deal enough damage to take it out. We click a regular attack here because we don't want to risk him recovering again, but of course, on the turn, Eternatus decides to go on the offensive and hits us with the 100% accuracy in the rain, Thunder. We also get paralyzed, have to risk getting fully paralyzed now, but luckily we hit through, get off the Kowtow Cleave, but it's not enough to finish off Eternatus. He survives on like 1 HP. We're gonna have to risk it all with this next attack and hope he doesn't recover. We hit through Paralysis, Eternatus does not recover, Sucker Punch connects, and that's GG champion. And man, what a way to end the series. Such a great champion battle, so hard. This is the hardest battle in the whole game, as is to be expected by a champion, but Eternamax Eternatus? It was crazy. Yeah, this one took a lot of attempts, but definitely Mega Alakazam MVP. Let me know in the comments who you think was the MVP of this battle, and which of the champion's Pokemon do you think was the most threatening? Ending the series off with an absolute banger. Now, this does conclude the main storyline of Radical Red, and it was so much fun, but it's not over yet. We're still going to do some post-game stuff and continue on to playing some other games like post-game Unbound and more info on that coming soon. But thank you guys all so much for watching, and once we hit 1,000 subscribers, which is gonna be soon, I'm gonna do this channel's first ever live stream. So let me know if that's something that you guys would be interested in watching or are excited for. And going into the new year, 2024, I'm really gonna kick it up a notch. I'm gonna start taking this channel more seriously, try to upload at least 2 or 3 times a week, and really get in touch with you guys and see what the viewers want to see, and just make some good content that you all enjoy. But give it up for the Radical Red Elite Four squad. We've got Mega Alakazam, Wobbuffet, Iron Moth, King Gambit, Melmetal, and last but not least, Dragonite. Dragonite probably being the MVP of the entire run. But Radical Red overall, fantastic ROM hack. Definitely would recommend to anyone who wants to play it. Probably give it a 9 out of 10, and I might do a separate video on why it's not necessarily a 10 out of 10, but like I said, amazing ROM hack. Definitely at least a 9 out of 10. It was so much fun to play, honestly. But once again, and I can't say this enough, thank you all so much for watching. Even every comment, it means a lot to me and makes me that much more motivated to keep making videos like this. So I'm so happy that you guys all enjoy the content, because I wouldn't make these videos if people didn't watch them. But this concludes the main playthrough of Radical Red. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did, and stay tuned for what comes next.